What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gary, aka That Detail Guy, and today is the first day of SEMA. And to kick things off, I wanted to share with everybody something that I've been working on for probably the better part of a year. And you can see the logo right here. It's called That Detail Hub. That Detail Hub is supposed to be a community platform, an application that hopefully will allow us all to communicate, allow us all to negotiate any type of collaboration deals that you can imagine. So before we get started on all the features, I'm going to really try to keep this real structured and simple. You guys know I love to talk. I've been up all night putting the finishing touches on this. It's still not even close to being where I want it to be, but I'm tired of kind of holding it. And I thought today, being the first day of SEMA, why not let it go? So I do have a video here to get everybody hopped up. That's what I like to do. So let's check it out real quick, okay?
They told us it couldn't be done. That the people would stay quiet. That the gatekeepers, the elites, would always hold the crown. But they were wrong. The apex isn't a concept anymore. It's reality. Steel and sweat in motion, truth in the hands of the people. No ads, no puppet strings, just fire spreading from one shop to the next. State to state. Crew to crew. The apex wasn't built to impress the elites. It was built to expose them. It wasn't built to compete. It was built to dominate. To show the world what happens when everyday hustlers take back what was theirs all along. This is about all of us, the forgotten, the overlooked, the ones who kept the industry alive while the soft hands sold lies. Every scar, every late night, every broken machine. That's what forged this. And the apex isn't alone, there's something else just hours away. The next line in the sand, another tool built to give value, built to give power back. That detail hub is finally ready, a unifier, a network built by the hands that built this industry for the small businesses tired of fighting for scraps, drowning under cost per click, algorithm games for those who just want honesty, quality, and connection again. This is the equalizer, the bridge between skill and opportunity, a home for those who've been priced out, counted out, and left out because passion doesn't sleep and predators don't stop when they taste blood. They climb, they spread, they consume everything in their path. Trusted, not bought, that's not a slogan, that's the middle finger to every gatekeeper who thought they owned us. This is bigger than a foam cannon. This is proof that the people are fed up, that the people are pissed off enough to build their own shit. The apex was the spark, that detail hub is the next strategic move, the slow burn, the fire that spreads, the proof that when you empower the people, they empower each other. And this movement will not fucking strong!
All right, what'd you guys think? Me, I love being able to put together art. I record everything there. I produce everything. I put the visuals together. All that comes from this insane brain that I have. So thank you guys for humoring me, hopefully, in watching that. All right, so before we get started, if everybody wants to on a separate device or something like that, all you got to do is type in That Detail Hub, and it'll take you to where you need to go. If any of you guys need any help with that, let's see here. Then real quickly, oh, that's not it. I'll make you a little link here. So we'll just call it, and then let's go right here, boom, boom, okay. So we'll just put this up there for just a second, probably get in trouble. So you guys can check that out. It'll take you right where you need to go. Alrighty. So now we got all that out of the way. So once you get there, if you have an Apple iPhone, if you look up in the bar at the very top, there's like a little share icon. It's like a square of like an arrow on it. If you click that, and then a screen will drop down, and you click the three dots. Go ahead and hit save to my home screen, and that's going to make it operate and function just like an app would for any other thing on your phone. And for my Android users, if you just go and click the three dots, you'll scroll down a little bit. It'll say download to home or whatever, and that's pretty much how we're going to get this on there on your phone. So the first thing you'll notice is that this app is not going to be something that's on the Google Play Store for a while, and the reason why, a few different reasons. The number one thing is with this app and that detail shop and everything. My goal is to build online authority, and I won't get into what all that is completely here, but basically, you're not going to be able to build that online authority if you're on the App Store. Because that has its own code base. It doesn't really connect to the internet. So every time that you guys function, every time that you guys are on this app, it's like being on an actual website, because it is. And the bigger that we grow that app and this community, the more beneficial it's going to be to each and every one of you guys. And I'm going to get into this, all those things now, and how this is going to like benefit you guys and your businesses, right? And help everybody earn money. Just by doing the things that we were doing before, which we're communicating. A huge push for me to get this done was, we know that recently Facebook got rid of their group chats. My theory is that they did not like people like me being able to have the ability to speak to a wide group without paying them money. There really was no benefit to them for us growing these huge communities. And it's, a lot of people grow those to try to monetize them and things like that, and that's going to cut them out of the deal. So I think the first thing that they did was just, we're not going to get rid of the group chats, because people actually pay to grow those. But what we are going to do is make it to where like you guys aren't going to be communicating with those people freely. And that's my theory as far as like why they get rid of the group chats. They say it's architectural concerns and to save, make things more efficient. But I think we can all agree that there's really nothing wrong with those chats before. All right. All right, so give me just a second. And I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. I think I'm just going to I'll just do a screen share, and I'll just take you guys right through everything. Just a second, guys, sorry. All right, so this is kind of what you'll see when you guys open up everything. Actually, the first thing that you'll see, the first thing that you'll actually probably see is you should see this page, and then it's going to ask you to log in. So let's just quickly kind of go over everything real quick, and then I'll try to get you guys on. So if you're at SEMA, you can enjoy that, and so on and so forth. So basically, and I am going to be reading from my phone. I do apologize. So yeah, what I'm hoping that everybody's looking at is the next big thing in auto detailing. Now I know that's a bold statement, but honestly, here's why I believe it. I've spent years studying data as an analyst. Some of you guys might know that. And if there's one thing I've learned from this community, it's that numbers do not lie. When you give people value, when people show up, when things get hard, when things get real, and everybody works hard, they'll support you and they'll help you live out your dream. I know I'm not the only dreamer in this room, so that's who this app is for. So I think that you guys have done a great job supporting me with my dreams, and I know that this will grow into like a wonderful thing if that's what all of our intentions are. So this app is essentially for the entrepreneur trying to build something real. It's for the kid who just needs a little bit of structure to turn a hobby into a business. It's for the 30-something-year-old guy who maybe made a mistake, yeah, when they were young, and maybe that mistake still carries weight because, honestly, this system isn't built to forgive. That Detail Hub is going to exist to empower people like that, people just like you and me, through information, community, and opportunity. Now, if you're wondering what a hub is, it's the center that makes everything go. The hub itself might look simple right now, but what it grows into with your energy and your belief, honestly, I think it could be something incredible. So let's talk about what's coming. Here's what the core of everything is going to be. First, you're going to see an automated news feed. So if you guys come over here, so let's get you guys in the mobile view mode. You guys will go to the so this is what the news feed, and obviously not really anything there, right? We're going to be starting fresh today, adding news, adding articles. But let me tell you what this will look like. You'll see the automated news feed. Every day, we're going to gather the biggest stories, the trends, and conversation from the detailing world, from Instagram, from TikTok, from YouTube, from Reddit. And I'm going to bring them all right here in this one central location. Each story will be summarized, credited, and posted, saving you from the endless scrolling on a bunch of different apps. Every single week, we'll drop a recap on all those things that we wrote on, and that way you guys can stay caught up in minutes. Next, you're going to see an article library. So that's when you guys click here, and if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see an article library. This is where we're going to find and centralize the best guides, posts, and educational resources all in one place. We're always going to give credit to the people who are making it, the creators. And then next, and this is a huge one, this right here is going to be the directory. So we don't have any the directory posts built in right now because I deleted them on accident. But the directories are going to be a huge part. So every member will have the option to list their business. That way customers will be able to find you directly. And because your business is listed here on that Detail Hub, you'll gain SEO authority just by being here. So that's what I meant. The longer that you guys stay on this app, it's not like being on an app store, right? Because it's what's called a progressive web app. You guys are going to give this site authority by communicating on it, by talking on it, and by you putting your website link in here. It's called a backlink. So therefore, by you communicating on here, it's going to, next time somebody searches for detailing in your area, and they're going to see that, and your name potentially has a higher chance of showing up than maybe your competitor who isn't on this site. Just something to think about. Literally, the bigger we get here, the stronger each of our businesses will become. And that's what I'm talking about building. It's collective momentum. Now let's talk about collaboration and community. We're also going to bring in webinars. And we actually have one of those actually scheduled already. And that's going to be on November 17th. It's going to be where I debrief SEMA 2025, the good, the bad, and the ugly, the tools, whatever it is that we want to talk about, it's going to be right here. And the beautiful thing is, all you have to do is click the link right there and you're free to join. Now, right now, I don't have the stream built in, but you guys can click it and join. You guys, I could have made this right now a clickable link, and I probably will later. So anyways, I'll host sessions myself, but I also plan to bring in some top names from the industry. If you can teach or mentor, you'll have an opportunity to do that too, and teach and be on these webinars and help grow your brand. Everything will be recorded, summarized, and archived for anybody who wants to attend live or anyone who can't. And I know I just talked to you guys a little bit earlier about group chats. Remember when all those got taken away from us? Well, obviously we've got those back in full fledged here. So this is that detailed group chat. As soon as you guys join, we'll be able to put you guys in all those different group chats. We'll send out the invites, and you guys will be able to get those quick hitting questions that you have off your chest, and hopefully somebody will be able to pick up that stuff, and we'll do really good, just starting that communication hub. I mean, that's essentially what this is supposed to be, right? All right, so let's talk about the tools. In addition to this group chat and all the other things that we've talked about so far, we're going to have a whole barrage of tools that kind of come out with this. So if you go here to the community hub and you go into the forum, that's where you're going to start seeing that stuff. So this will look like something that maybe you guys have seen on the net or something like that, right? So it'll look just like this, and you'll have different categories that you guys can go in here. And if you don't like the way this is organized, then we'll figure it out, right? So right now, for example, I have a resource in here where I just wrote in about this website called How to Auto Detail. It's a great source of information, right? So this is more of an article, but eventually we're going to have actual applications within this hub that'll save you guys from the day-to-day rigors that you guys deal with. So I'm going to tell you guys about 2 of them right now. And we're still working on the other ones, and we keep those in the pocket. So the number one is going to be called the dilution calculator. We're going to have a centralized place where we're going to have a nice dilution calculator, but it's not just going to be a calculator. You'll never have to guess at those ratios again. You're going to enter your product ratio, bottle size, and the tool is going to handle all the math with an option for you to be able to save those formulas later. The next tool that we're going to be building, and this is one I'm very excited about, it's called the Price Pro tool. It's the ultimate how much should I charge tool and answer, because I know that's a huge question in our community. It's going to pull in your dilution data. It's going to analyze all your different product costs. You're going to be able to upload your receipts so that you guys can calculate your profit margins and ensure that you're not underpricing your time. It's going to have everything in there in one centralized place for you guys to access as much as you guys need to. And then at the end of the year, you'll be able to print that off and hopefully use it to give to a tax professional, something like that. So that way you don't can be carefree. You just have one place where you can kind of put everything. All right. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just kind of the start. And I do want to show you, I don't know if we're going to get into it here in a minute, but so if you guys come out to, and it looks like I've got a little work to do with my sidebar here. So I'm noticing that. So that will be fixed hopefully by the time this goes live. So you go here to the community hub. If you go down to the feed, I'll just have that open for right now, and then we'll get back into it. Okay. All right. So we're going to be adding 2 special rooms at some point. One is going to be called that detail squad. And this is where everybody in that room is going to have direct access to me, my team of influencers, brand builders, and creators. We're going to help you guys understand how much you guys should be charging for brand deals. We're going to help give you guys the tools so you can negotiate fairly, and you guys can track your engagement so your worth is clear. The next room that we're going to have, and this is going to be for the small businesses and the people that are looking for creators, right? It's going to be called the Let's Make a Deal room. And this is going to be a space for businesses and detailers to connect without paying $12 per click. That's what a lot of people don't understand. If you go on Google, it's going to cost you a minimum of $2.62 to run an ad that's related to auto detailing traditionally. So we're gonna take that burden from you small businesses and connect you with real influencers. Influencers already save businesses money. That's why they use influencers. That's why UGC is such a huge thing. It's cheaper than Google, and it's cheaper than any other type of ad. Getting a full production team in there, right? So we're gonna connect those small businesses. We're gonna connect those businesses with actual educated influencers, so that hopefully there will be accountability to make sure that you're not sending your products to somebody and that they aren't going to do reviews, right? But they're also going to be educated on how to take the correct videos, how to work for you smartly, but they're going to be compensated fairly too, because we're going to give them those tools. So I just think it's something that's going to work for everybody. You're going to be able to find those verified pros, view their profiles, and you can make those real connections. So with that directory, everybody's going to be able to link their social media. So it's going to be a nice centralized place where brands will be able to see oh, wait, like, are they legit? And instead of having to look all these different places and find their different, URLs and stuff like that, then all they'll have to do is just click their profile. They can click on their different links and then go out and see what type of content they're making on every single platform. I think that's going to be pretty huge. It's going to help you guys that do have marketing teams, going to help you out quite a bit. So this is kind of the big vision. This platform, I promise you, it's not just going to be about technology. It's truly about the people. Soon, I'm going to hopefully be reaching out to local photographers in your guys' areas, the ones that you've been shooting with your families, your businesses, and your brands. And I want to hire them to shoot you in that detail shop gear, that detail hub gear. There's a lot of generic pictures on here, but I don't want that to be for long. I want this tool to be literally molded with all of us in mind. I want you all to be the hub, right? The brand. And that goes for that detail shop too. And you guys have heard me talk about this before. I just think that if we're going to build a community, then it should look like us too, right? And if that means that we change the colors, does that mean that we change some of the backdrops? So be it. We'll do it. I'll make that sacrifice for sleep and whatever I got to do to make it happen. That's the thing. That detail hub, I don't want it to just be something that's forgotten later. I truly want it to be an ecosystem where everybody wins. You guys have all seen how hard I've worked. You guys have seen me fall. You've seen me get back up. You've seen me continue to build over really this last year, especially. I just want to let you guys know something. I'm never going to quit on this community because honestly, and you guys have heard my story before, I'll spare you that today. You guys are truthfully the reason why I'm here. For those of you who don't know, detailing in this community absolutely saved my life. And this is another way that I plan to give back. These type of tools, these type of initiatives, the products, everything, that detail shop is my way of saying thank you. And it's my way of feeling like I have a purpose in this world and reminding myself that I have a purpose in this world. Outside of being a father and a husband. When I say on that detail shop that it's your one-stop shop, I hope you guys are starting to see the bigger picture. I want somebody to come in who's curious about a foam cannon or a pack of brushes, and I want them to be confident that they can leave that location, leave that place with every single tool that they need, knowledge and connections to build something bigger, a complete business if they want to. And before you ask, how much is this going to cost? Right now, it's completely free. Not for me, but definitely for you guys. As we grow, Server Cross will grow, but we'll cross that bridge together with full transparency. Now, I am going to need a few moderators pretty soon. I got 2 slots. So if you're somebody who wants to be a part of this movement and help me moderate and shape this community from our side, I say let's get after it. All I ask is that you believe in this mission and you want to help keep this space authentic, positive, and organized. Now, I think I've said enough. I just want to say, lastly, thank you guys all for being here. I hope this is truly the start of something special. I want us to build something together. I want us to make history. And as always, I love you guys. And I want to say one last thing because this has been heavy on my heart. I've been doing a lot of stuff on my own, sacrificing sleep, sacrificing time with my family, and today's no exception. I've been working around the clock to get this app out because I thought it'd be strategically a good idea to do it the day that SEMA opens, because that means that it's not technically out before SEMA starts. So if we grow this thing into something special, hopefully we can hit that new product showcase next year with almost a full year of data behind it and figure out what we can shape it into then. But I tell you guys all that to tell you this. I know that the pace that I'm going right now, it's not sustainable. And at some point, I'm going to have to build a team around me. And I've tried to do that to this point and haven't been successful. So what that's led to is a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of time away from my family. And I want to continue being able to be in a position to put them number one. So that being said, if you're a developer, if you're somebody that has a certain set of skills and you feel like you could be an asset to this community, please give me a resume. You guys know the email, Gary P at That Detail Shop. And let's build something together. And I'm not talking about something that's not fair and equitable. That's not who I am. I want a partner or two, whether it is you're a coder, a developer, somebody that can help me organize, strategize, systemize these things, and we can truly be organized and grow this community into something very special. So that's kind of my last little plea there. I hope that this is something that excites you guys, and I truly can't wait to see what the future holds. I can't wait to see everybody at SEMA today. I love you guys for real this time. I'm out. Peace.